The two men appeared to get on famously well. Who can forget the Lizard of Oz nonsense when Aussie Prime Minister Paul Keating touched the Queen, or the brouhaha when US First Lady Michelle Obama did the same? Then there was the so-called shocking breach when President Trump walked in front of Her Majesty when he was her guest at Windsor in 2018, the year before his state visit. Most of it was baloney. The Queen didn't care about Mrs. Obama's hug or show of affection and respect as it was described later. In truth, she didn't mind one bit and even reciprocated to show off warmth by placing her hand on Mrs. Obama's back. No wonder her husband, President Obama, described the late Queen Elizabeth II as one of his favorite people. So when Joe Biden extended his hand of friendship to the king repeatedly, it seemed our king was relaxed. He is unfazed by physical contact and has even hugged random strangers in crowds on engagements. In a sign of his tactile nature, the president had reached out his hand to touch King Charles several times during the 10 minutes of his formal welcome to the castle. So what? Reporters from the White House press corps confirmed that such behavior was entirely predictable and is exactly what Joe Biden did. We would all be better off concentrating on the fact that King Charles is emerging as a key diplomatic asset for the United Kingdom. He has already charmed the Germans amid choppy post-Brexit waters. And there are important conversations to be had with President Biden, too, whose rhetoric about Britain has not always been as friendly as we might have hoped. As the band of the Welsh Guards played the Star-Spangled Banner, Biden stood with his hand on his heart, looking somewhat friendlier than the 74-year-old king, 6 years his junior. Inside, the subject of climate change is bound to have come up as they chatted over tea, quite possibly Ukraine too, a subject on which our monarch has been publicly vocal. Green champion Charles has been encouraged by Mr. Biden's action on climate change and sees him as an ally in his crusade to stop humanity destroying the planet. They ended the 2-hour special relationship love-in to join the Climate Finance Mobilization Forum, which was being held in the aptly named Green Drawing Room of the castle. The king's spokesman said it has all gone very well, describing the meeting as extremely cordial and successful, covering a range of issues of mutual interest and concern.